Well, guys, I said it yesterday and I'll say it again today. I've been money in the bank at the San Antonio Oklahoma City series. Games 2, 3, and 4 giving you 15 dime max wager releases, being a 15 dime play that, of course, matches the highest rated play I've ever released in my career in the NBA. And scoring with all three, the Spurs, of course, in game number 2, and then back to back winners, including yesterday's on Oklahoma City, and with the free picks, giving you the correct total winner here on the video report in games 2, 3, and 4. And as I said yesterday, if you had either gotten my analysis for the side selection on the site or here the video report, gotten my over-under analysis, I have been right on target as these last 3 games have played out exactly as I said they would. Of course, San Antonio and Oklahoma City ain't playing today, and therein lies the problem as far as I'm concerned, because Miami-Boston couldn't hit the broadside of a barn in this series. That's why I skipped game number 3 and went to baseball, and that's why I'm going back to baseball again today for a 4th straight winning day. That's where I think the money can be made. Now, I'm going to break down the game 4 matchup and give you a free baseball selection as well, plus a money-saving discount coupon code that will save you $13 off a single purchase here on Sunday. All that and more coming up in just a moment. But first, let's talk about who's hot and who's not. Matt Rivers. I'd say he's been hot. It's been a great playoff run here for Matt Rivers. And today, biggest NBA release of his career. Another one of those 500,000 star releases. His 3rd in a row, guys. He is a perfect 3-0 in the Boston-Miami series. Those plays have all been 250,000 star releases. Today's naturally twice as strong. Just hit with a 500,000 star play with San Antonio this past Tuesday in game number 2 against Oklahoma City. Also hit with a 500,000 star play with the Spurs over the Clippers back on May 19th, the game that they won in a double-digit round. I think they rolled by 17 or 18 points in that contest. Today's play just as strong. His playoff winner, number 13 out of 19 overall. That's what Matt Rivers has going today. Trace Adams was on the wrong side of the Spurs game last night, but still, what a nice run for Trace Adams. NBA best bet run looking for number 21 out of 31 today. Normally a 1,000-star play, like he had 2 Thursdays ago, for example, with Miami in Game 6 at Indiana. Is his top-rated play? Today, upping the ante once more with a 1,500-star release. He is a perfect 3-0 in this series with the 1,500-star plays. I'm sorry, he's a perfect 3-0 in the series, 2 1,500-star plays and a 2,000-star play. Remember, he had Boston on Friday night in game number 3. Today, another 1,500-star play as he looks to remain undefeated in the Boston-Miami series. And guys, $1 bettors have won over $11,000 following Trace's advice over the past month. A couple of other guys to be aware of today. Anthony Redd, not only looking for winning day number 12 out of 18, not only looking for NBA best bet winner number 11 out of 16, but looking for 60 dime winner number 4 in a row on Miami and Boston. And Craig Davis, who was 7-2 with his last 9 plays in the postseason going on or against the Miami Heat. Today, 2nd biggest play of the postseason. In fact, 2nd biggest play of the entire year. It's a 75 dime release on the Miami-Boston side as he looks for winning day number 14 out of 21 overall. In that nearly 3-week stretch, $10 bettors have won nearly $2,000, and he's putting almost a half of that bankroll on the line today with his 2nd biggest play of the season, 75 dime release. And one other thing I want to mention to you today, guys, Chris Jordan, who is the winningest baseball handicapper here at the site over the past 3.5 years, making a $1 player, $10,882 since the start of the 2009 baseball campaign. Today, biggest baseball play of the season, another rare 1,000-star release. He's had only one other 1,000-star play in baseball so far this year. That was back on May 25th, Miami over San Francisco, a winner. Tonight, he's got another, and it's your Sunday night nationally televised game on the Mets and the Cardinals. And FYI, he also has a 200-star bonus winner on the NBA contest as well. So you might want to check out Chris Jordan. Now, with all that being said, let me give you a money-saving discount coupon code, guys. It is going to be Undecided 13. Undecided 13 is going to be your money-saving discount coupon code that'll save you $13 off a single purchase today. That is Undecided 13, UNDECIDED 13. UNDECIDED 13. Undecided 13. We'll save you $13 off a single purchase today. Why undecided? Because that's what I am in this series. I don't know which way to go tonight, guys. And listen, I don't bet on what-ifs, hunches, and when I'm undecided. I don't believe in forcing action. Pressing action is one of the biggest mistakes gamblers can possibly make. And the thing is, I've always said to you, it doesn't matter. When you cash a winning ticket, they don't pay you less for baseball. Sometimes they pay even more, especially if you have an underdog. They don't pay you less when you skip an NBA contest in the postseason. And that's how I feel with tonight's game between Miami and Boston. Listen, I think it's priced accurately with Miami minus 1.5 points because obviously the Heat are in the the Catbird seat being up 2-1 in the series, and after getting their hats handed to them in game number 2, losing that contest, as you know, 101-91, but it wasn't nearly as close as the final score indicated because the Celtics outscored them by a combined 20 points in quarters number 2 and 3 combined. We're up by as many as 22 points in that contest before Miami went to a small lineup that narrowed the deficit and tried to get them back in the game in the fourth quarter. And I look at the box score of that game and look at how that game played out, and you look and you say, well, what more can LeBron James do? Fabulous in the first quarter, had 34 points. Dwayne Wade, yes, 9 for 20 for the field, only 18 points. Didn't get to the free throw line at all in the first half of that contest. Can Wade score more? Well, for a guy who had scored like 20 points or more in every single game he had faced the Celtics during his career in the postseason, yes, he can add more. But is Mario Chalmers going to really give you more than 14 points? Can you rely on this Miami bench really to crank up more points in this contest? And then you look at the other side of the ledger and you say with Boston, well, Rondo didn't have to score 140 points like he did in game number 2. Very economical, 21 points, 10 assists, and 6 rebounds in game number 3. But the key really wasn't so much Rondo's play, which was excellent. It was the contributions the Celtics got from Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce. Pierce looking more mobile in this series than he has in the past couple of weeks in the postseason as he recovers from a sprained knee. Only 7 for 21 from the field, but still very strong 23 points and got to the line constantly, which is what the Celtics need. But Garnett's contributions were so much bigger. I was surprised in game number 3 because I thought after game number 2, where Udonis Haslem had so much success banging down low that the Heat would try to continually force Garnett away from the basket, just like Philadelphia did as that series progressed in round number 2, making Garnett less effective. You want him out on the high post. You don't want him down low patrolling the paint. Well, in game number 3, the Heat didn't push him aside. Damn if I know why. And Garnett responded with a very strong 24-point performance on 10 for 16 shooting. But more importantly, went to the rack for 11 rebounds. And the Celtics, a very weak rebounding team, taking advantage once more of Chris Bosh's absence in the middle, outscored the Heat 58-46 in the paint. And let's face it, Boston got some key contributions from the bench as Doc Rivers finally decided to go to Marquise Daniels, I guess out of desperation, but hey, the guy produced very strong. 17 minutes off the bench with 9 points in relief of Rondo. So again, we come back to the side selection tonight. I lean a little toward Boston. Because let's face it, the Celtics outplayed the Heat in quarters number 2 and 3 and most of quarter number 4 in that eventual overtime loss at Miami in game 2, and they hammered them in quarters 2 and 3, and most of quarter number 4 they maintained in the blowout win in game number 3, and they are playing at home just like Oklahoma City was last night, looking to square the series at 2-2. So I think Miami is to play tonight. But as I said yesterday, I wouldn't necessarily put my money on it. And considering my pathetic record in this particular series with the free picks, I don't know necessarily if I'd go with it either. Now, let's stick with the Sunday night game in baseball. Gave you a free winner yesterday, gave you a free winner yesterday in the NBA. Free winner in baseball today. I like the Mets to complete a 3-game sweep of the St. Louis Cardinals. Although their pitcher tonight, Jonathan Neese, hasn't exactly pitched that well here. I mean, yes, he has 2.63 earned run average in 3 career starts against St. Louis, but, he hasn't certainly pitched well here lately. But the fact is, the Mets have won 8 of their last 11. They're in position to sweep this series against Cardinals, who have lost 4 in a row, matching their season-high losing streak. More importantly, St. Louis has struggled on the road, and they've lost 7 of their last 9 overall. And Jake Westbrook, their scheduled starter tonight, 0-2 with an earned run average of 8.10 in his last 4 starts. So I also like the Mets tonight to go along with your iffy free pick on the Boston Celtics. That'll do it, guys. Good luck to y'all, and I'll catch you again on Monday.